been able to keep the guys' attention with being getting closer here? They've been locked in on it.
One thing I can say about this group is, this is my first year being head coach. Obviously, but being from my player years, is that losing teams tend to look forward to the summer very quickly, especially when the month of April hits. That's one thing we haven't done. We can't control injuries, we can't control sickness, we can't control what's available. But we've always been able to control our attitude, our effort, and our focus on really building and embracing the process. Guys really understand what that means now.
Does it almost feel like they wish there was more time to do what you were doing right now? That you're short on time for accomplishing things? I know you feel that way, but did they do too?
I'll be honest with you, I think time is just man-made, to be honest with you. I think we are where we are. I think it just is. I think everything happens for a reason. And the only time we're really concerned about is the recovery of our players who are injured. So we want to take advantage of that time. And for us in these last couple of weeks, or whatever it may be, is that we want to continue to grow. We have one step we have to make before the season ends. And that's playing in a 0.5 mentality and moving the ball and learning how to score without dribbling so much. That's a major change for our team because we don't have a full roster. So we're doing it with guys who aren't used to playing anyway. So, it's interesting. So if we will get to it, we're going to build it. Even if we lose doing it, we have to lose playing the right way. And we can win and be desperate and play the wrong way and come close to winning and compete. But that builds nothing for the future.
Without Brandon, do you go back to the split between Archie and Devin, or
yes,
one more than the other?
Just Archie, mainly Archie and Ronnie at the point. We want to make sure we bring Devin along with strategy and not just out of desperation. So Devin's done a great job of facilitating. This next step for Devin is to learn how to facilitate and become a surgeon on the court. He can't come out in every possession and every quarter he's looking to score. He has to come out, and it's like chess, he has to come out and be ready to play the game and set people up and then pick his spots when to be aggressive. So he's learning a strategy as far as being a leader and facilitator.
Is it a little bit of the same for Archie though? Because you never really wanted to play him out of position either.
It's a challenge for Archie, but I think Archie wants playing time. So this is a chance for Archie not to just focus on being a point guard and running the team, but a chance for Archie to show how he can defend the ball. See, in this league, to come off the bench and have a history of coming off the bench and stay in this league for longevity, to have longevity coming off the bench, you have to be an X factor, change the game, defensive-minded player. I think the Hawks seen it well last year with Amari Carroll. He changed the game defensively, and then, he can hit shots. Made him even more intriguing and beneficial to a team. But he was not brought here to hit shots. So when he continued his career and he went on to Toronto, which the change started with us in Utah, he barely made the team. So he had to get in the game by playing defense. So his steps, everyone has their own process, their own path. And when you come off the bench, that has to be your process or path. Unless you're like a Benny Johnson. I haven't seen too many Benny Johnsons in this league in a long time. And even Benny played defense.
Have you changed your defensive scheme since you took over? I know your numbers have got quite a bit better. I just wondered what have you done?
Yeah, our great analytic reporter tells me we went from 29th to 12th.
Right.
That's bigger than just a small jump. That's major with a roster that's not full. With the Eric Bledsoe, who's not, his presence on the ball is uncomparable. Brandon Knight did a great job too, and he's hurt again. But we did make a change, and I'm not gonna really say what our change is, so everyone can read it and prepare for it. But I've been fortunate to play for a lot of great programs, from Terry Stotts, the Portland Trailblazers, all the way to Coach Brown, who was in Memphis, and Jerry Sloan. And you learn to take a hybrid of everything, but really, everyone talks about offense. And what Coach Wooden always said is, know your personnel. It was only twice in his career he didn't run a UCLA high post. And he asked me this, and I'm 18, I don't know the answer, I'm just happy to be in front of you. And he goes, when I had Bill and Lou, know your personnel. So you hear that with offense a lot. I think you have to know your personnel with defense as well. So I'm learning that it goes not just in offense, but also defense, and it balances. So yeah, we made a significant change, and it's working.
for tonight, John Lauer, is he available for you with a sprained ankle?
Game time decision, I doubt he will play. And it's, we don't make excuses. And, I'm not campaigning, I'm not a politician. I'm not trying to campaign for an extension or a vote or whatever it may be. We make no excuses. So whoever puts on that jersey, they come out and they play with their heart. That's all we ask for. And the end of the game is going to be a score. At the end of the game is going to be a score. One team is going to win, one team is going to lose. But like I told our team, the only score that only matters is the score from yourself and within, from your effort. And only you know that score. Because I can't tell you who can really give what. It's an internal thing. So that's the score we play for the rest of the season, is effort.
For as much as you borrow from San Antonio, or steal, as Pop calls it.
Pop says I steal.
Is this what happened here proof that it can be replicated, or?
Well, where
In
here?
Atlanta with what?
With Bud.
But
Yeah.
Pop is interesting. You can't be a teacher and then complain your student takes your knowledge. How about that? Students only as good as the teacher. So, my time in San Antonio was special. Bud was there obviously longer than me, but you guys probably hear it all the time. If you hear about 0.5, good to great, everything what that means. But more than anything, I think what you learn in San Antonio is how to build it. Like Bud didn't come here and just use the terminology and say the phrases. It started from a collective, like-minded mental aspect of like the front office, coaching staff, analytics, and they created a vision and they built it. It's an equation. It's not just let's find talent and let's find the closest thing to Tim Duncan and Tony Parker and Ginobili that we can find. It's you actually build it, but you have to break it down to an equation. So it's deeper than just nothing about San Antonio is as simple as it seems. Let me put it like that. It's just presented in the most simplest form. That's what makes Pop and RC the greatest teachers.